if I could go back in time, like, I wouldn't kill Hitler or what are some other things that people...
Dude's got a lot of security. I love how people think they could just go back in time and kill Hitler.
I mean, you could.
I mean, yeah, maybe in his Viennese days, but...
Or a baby.
to just fucking curb stomp baby Hitler.
Isn't there like a whole... academic paper like called like the baby Hitler conundrum or something?
It's the idea that if you kill Hitler as a baby, instead of doing anything else, it shows a lot about your personality, because there's the thought that you could change history
by drowning a baby Hitler,
which is bullshit. I think you just killed a baby.
No, it's not just a baby, it's Hitler.
Yeah, it's baby Hitler. I mean, it's
baby Hitler.
Like,
I mean, it's a pretty clear-cut thing there. It's not a matter of arrogance.
You'd have to be very sure it was actually
you'd have
Hitler,
to tell,
because babies all look alike.
Well, we know his address.
And it's difficult because he doesn't have his signature mustache.
Hello, Aloy? Yes, Aloy Hitler, you married Mrs. Schickelgruber, correct? Yes, okay. I'm here to inspect the baby. Yeah, no, we could verify it pretty easily.
I would like to see the baby.
Yeah, they have inspectors for everything. Germans are very mechanical people.
Yeah, I can vouch for it.
True.
Their paperwork is very good too.
Mm-hmm. I say this because I would want to go back in time and shoot the entire like boardroom responsible for the Marvel movies. And it's not because I hate Marvel movies. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if they existed on their own, that would be fine. But everything else since they've come out, like, has to be like a Marvel ripoff. It's gotta set up a franchise, and it's gotta have like fucking, catty one-liners every fucking 30 seconds. And I'm just fucking sick of it.
There was an article I read about a year or two ago, I forget, but it was basically talking about how Marvel has basically changed the entire like cinematic world. Mm-hmm. So studios are no longer making like mid-budget movies. Like everything has got to be a tentpole or attached to like some extended cinematic universe, or it's like a $1 million art house flick. Like there's no in between anymore.
I mean, I kind of dig that too, because like we were talking about earlier, like we could still get shit like The Lighthouse, like that falls into like the 1 million and below like art house flick. And then, of course, there's the fucking shit that we watch that was shot for $200 and a ham sandwich. But I kind of like that the mid-tier's kind of been eliminated, because for the longest fucking time, all that mid-tier was like rom-coms and shitty comedy dramas. And, like, they went away, and I'm happy about that.
It's true. There was a blight of bad movies.
It was like all like.
But then again, you just had to look.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not talking about, like, The Hangover and everything, because those were, like... Those were good for the time, and they had huge budgets and everything. But I'm talking about like fucking Amy Schumer's fucking movie and
Trainwreck.
Yeah, and like all these other.
Yeah, every comedian has to have a movie.
Yeah, which was like the macrocosm of, oh, that guy's funny on SNL. Let's give them a sitcom where they don't write their own jokes or do anything that happens in their act. And, I mean, I don't know, maybe there's going to be a resurgence of that shit, but because we got a new movie that came out this week, but because it's Pete Davidson and everything Pete Davidson touches turns to shit, like, maybe it'll be dead in the water, I don't know.
Well, I like the movie, but I'm definitely not like a Pete Davidson fan.
I'm hearing mixed reviews, but I think it's all kind of along the lines of exactly like Jesse's saying. It's like people hate Pete Davidson, so everything that he does,
he brought it on himself.
Automatically say it's a piece of shit. Even if they go and watch it, they'll say it's a piece of shit.
The movie could be great, and I would not know because I wouldn't be able to see it from my eyes rolling in the back of my fucking skull the whole time. Because the reason people hate Pete Davidson is because Pete Davidson at some point went, wow, you know what people really need right now in the middle of these troubling times? A movie about me with me playing me in it. And it's just like, I don't fucking care,
That was a surprisingly good Pete Davidson.
Yeah, well, all you got to do is sound like a fucking, like a 20-year-old meth head from Staten Island with dentures. Pete Davidson has, like, the Mask's teeth. His teeth are gigantic.
He
That
does.
motherfucker.
They're very chiclet like.
Yeah, I was about to say that motherfucker's smile is sponsored by Chiclets.
He has a Mr. Potato Head level of perfection of teeth.
Hey, what's up? I'm Pete Davidson, and welcome to the Dentine Ice Comedy Hour. No cell phones allowed. Like, I get it. His dad died in 9/11, and that's fucking sad.
I was just gonna say, if it starts going downhill, he'll just self-sabotage and say, my dad's dead because of 9/11 joke.
Yeah.
Which is funny because, go figure, that's in this movie. He's going to milk it there, too.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Bin Laden. We really needed Pete Davidson.
You know what? Are we saying that is the worst thing that's come out of 9/11?
Is Pete Davidson's career? I don't know
Might
if this
have
is
to
going to
edit
make
that
it
joke
in. God damn.
Well, to bridge these two different conversations, did you know Pete Davidson's going to be in the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie?
God, hopefully committing suicide.
It's going to cause Jesse to fall into like a black hole of just straight up cynicism.
Hey guys, I'm in Suicide Squad. I'm gonna kill myself.
If you're into comics, he'd be really good. Was it X-Force? Was it Multiplicity Man or Multiple Man?
Multiplicity, that movie where you get to see a Ken doll of what's his name, Michael Keaton.
The only thing I want to see Pete Davidson in comic books wise is if they remade Batman 89 shot for shot and he played the fucking mugger in the beginning that looked like Hugh Laurie, just so I could see Michael Keaton throw his ass off a fucking roof. Who are you, man? Whoa, who are you, man? I'm Pete Davidson. My dad died in 9/11. That's a lot of information I didn't need, but I'm Batman. Whoa, that's crazy, man. Where do you get your suit? You know what he sounds like? He sounds like young Rich Voss. I fucking hate Pete Davidson. Oh my god, I used to think like, wow, how the fuck did he land Kate Beckinsale? And everyone's like, oh man, his hog must be huge. And then I watched a recent interview with Kate Beckinsale. She is a fucking train wreck.
Yeah, she seems like just a weird ass person.
Yeah, did you see her on Conan like last year? She seemed like she was on pills the whole time. She's in like this gigantic prom dress, and her face just had like $100,000 worth of cosmetic surgery thrown into it. And she's just like confused giggling the whole time. And I'm like, oh, that's why she fucked the human Suboxone pill that is Pete Davidson. God damn. Fuck Pete Davidson. Hate him. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this episode. Unless you're a Pete Davidson fan, then sorry.
Yeah, not sorry. Fuck him.
How great would it be if like Pete started listening this week? It's like, man, I found this true crime podcast. I hear true crime podcasts are really big, and they start off by talking shit to me.
I'm done with true crime.
Done with true crime. I'm gonna hang myself. Remember that? Remember the Pete Davidson Death Watch was going on for a little bit there? Like, did we lose the script on that? Is that still happening? What's going on?
Death Watch.
Could not give less of a shit about Pete Davidson. All right, so